What a journey it has been. We started here. The first ball was potted on July the 18th. This, would you believe, in the tournament is the 253rd match, and it is the most important, the most lucrative, the most significant contest of the lot, because it will determine the overall Bet Victor Championship League winner. Will Mark Allen win a ranking title for the 6th time? Or will David Gilbert finally break through after so many near misses? Best of 5 frames. No draws here. Someone will emerge victorious. So tough to call. 2 real class acts. But the first blow looks set to be struck by Allen.
One. Six. Seven. 12. 13.
The way he's performed today, every time he's in, you expect Allen to make a big break. This time, though, on the incorrect side of the blue.
$18.
It's a mouth-watering prospect, this, Ken.
Yeah,
Mark Allen, 18.
absolutely, Phil, and really looking forward to it, I must say. I think Mark Allen is definitely the form favourite, without a shadow of a doubt, but Dave Gilbert, you know, he's, as I said, just in the preview of this final, that he's been knocking on the door for the last few years to win that maiden ranking tournament. He has the pedigree, and I think once he wins his first, and whether that'll be tonight or not, you know, it could lead to better things, give you that extra little bit of confidence, you know, to go on and really challenge all the big boys. But he's up against it, Phil. I mean, Mark Allen's form has been quite sublime.
Yeah, there's no bull about Dave. He's a complete realist. He would be the first to agree that on the form they've displayed in the tournament overall, while Gilbert has been impressive, Allen has been out of this world.
Yeah, but we all know what can happen, you know, from one match to the next, and particularly over the best of 5. it's one chance snooker, you know, sometimes, and if Dave gets in, gets a chance and wins a frame from it, you know, that will give him a good boost.
One thing is already known. Once again, look at the quality on display in this final. It debunks the theory, or at least it dilutes the theory, that these short matches are a lottery. Last year's final was Corin Wilson against Judd Trump. Here we've got another two wonderful players going head to head.
Just making sure, having a look to see if it is touching. Obviously not touching, so he has to play the red. A little bit of cat and mouse at the moment, but I don't think Mark Allen will be wanting a re-rack, particularly with an 18-point lead. Just trying to leave this cue ball if he can. He's afraid of the in-off, so he just wants to try and play this cue ball off the side cushion and rest it on this top cushion. So he couldn't play it off the side cushion, so he's had to just try and get it as close to this top cushion as possible. Now that may end a little cat and mouse game. Nice shot. He's got the cue ball tight to this top cushion, and you're always a little bit wary when you play that shot that the red doesn't pop over a middle pocket. Well, he's managed to avoid that, and he's got it pretty close to this top cushion. It just makes this shot, particularly getting back to this position, a lot more difficult for Dave Gilbert. So he's looking at an alternative type shot. If he can rest the cue ball on the right hand side cushion, I don't think he'd be leaving too much. Oh, it's very risky. Very, very risky. Trying to play a cross double. Miss the green and bring the cue ball back down this end of the table, but he's left Mark Allen an easy starter here.
One.
Got a good view on that last shot of Mark Allen's tip and ferrule, which is supports the tip against the wood, and he's using a titanium ferrule. A lot of the boys on the tour have switched from the brass ferrule to a titanium ferrule. It's a stronger metal, and there's not much deflection on the cue because of the titanium. It takes a little bit of getting used to. He's been practicing with it quite a lot over the last couple of months, Mark Allen. And he certainly seems to enjoy this new cue and the new ferrule. There you see it. And normally you'd see a brass ferrule there with titanium. He's been in flying form with it. 9 centuries in this championship league already. His cue ball control has been exemplary.
14.
I was shooting the breeze with
10.
Sean Murphy earlier this week, and he was saying, if you want to win some frames of snooker, don't go to Antrim to practice
15.
with Mark Allen and Jordan Brown. They are unstoppable. And now I know what he means. And of course, in terms of media
22.
interest, talk about setting up that blockbuster clash next week when Mark Allen plays Women's World
23.
Champion Rhiannon Evans in the British Open.
That's a nice little shot there, yeah. Lovely shot, lovely pot on the black, but also the cannon on the red to hold for this red into the bottom left-hand corner pocket.
30.
Yeah, it's a hotly
31.
anticipated first round in the British Open. It's great to have the British Open back on our screens, but Mark Allen playing Rhiannon Evans will certainly generate most of the media interest, particularly in the first round. Sean Murphy against Mark Selby is another clash to look forward to. A
38.
repeat of the World Final.
39.
So this red will put paid to the
44.
first frame. And now he can concentrate on possibly
45.
making another century, Phil. And that would be 4 in a row.
And the thing is, it's quite clear
52.
that is a serious objective. He wants to do it. The more he makes, the more he wants to make.
53.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be straightforward. Red on the left-hand side of the table. It's not too bad for a left-hander, and that's why he's tried to get on it now. So this is probably the most difficult red.
60.
He's got on it nicely. He's just full of confidence.
61. $66. $67.
That was a wonderful shot, and if he gets a nice angle on the screen, doesn't want to be straight on the green. He looks to be straight on the green, so he can play the yellow. Cue ball off the ball cushion, try and get behind that red over on the right hand side. If he gets behind it, he has the possibility of playing it into a corner pocket. So
69.
this red down the rail, not easy.
$70.
It was made look easy, and he played it at the right pace as well, didn't he, Phil? This is going to be another century. This is magnificent stuff from Mark Allen.
75.
No one in the history of the game
77.
could play any better than he's playing right now. This short purple patch has been astonishing.
80.
He's going to need brown, blue, pink and black for 102.
84.
And this will be, as I said, 4 centuries in a row. His 10th
89.
century of the tournament.
95.
It was always considered good to make 10 centuries on the way to winning the World Championship in those lengthy
Allen,
matches.
102
In
in the
these
frame.
short matches, well, it is off the charts. Mark Allen is playing the snooker of his life. And in this, the Bet Victor Championship League final, he's taken a 1-0 lead. 1 down, 2 to go. Centuries galore
The second
for
frame.
Mark Allen.
to break.
The man from Antrim is playing A+ snooker. Can he sustain it though? This is a best of 5 frame match against a really top class opponent for the whole shebang. For the trophy, £33,000, and to start the new season in the best possible manner.
Well, that's not what the doctor ordered for Dave Gilbert. It's a poor safety when he's left Mark Allen in here again. Oh, wow. He's missed one. Hold the front page, Phil.
Well, questions will be asked in the House of Commons after that. Stewart's inquiry.
Okay, Dave,
One.
this is where you have to really punish your opponent. Just put that little bit of doubt in his mind. He's playing worldly snooker, but if you can somehow capitalise on that one mistake,
6.
it'll give you a little bit of confidence, and also that will hurt your
7.
opponent for sure. But you must capitalise from that mistake. He's got plenty of options here. Red just left at a pink spot.
14. $15.
He'd be taking the red just into the bottom right corner pocket after this pink and trying to get back on the black. And I believe the red directly above the black at the bottom of the pack does pot into this bottom left hand corner pocket. That's what he's just
21.
come around to have a look at.
22.
Gilbert knows what it takes to beat Mark Allen. Allen leads 4-3 in their career head-to-head. But Gilbert has won their two most recent encounters. Last 16 of the
29.
World Open in China. And 6-1 in the last 16 of the Masters
30.
last year.
I do like the way Dave Gilbert plays. He's got a nice free-flowing cue action. Pretty quick around the table.
37.
This red will release the red left of it into the opposite corner pocket.
38.
Oh, he's just run the cue ball on. That's a little bit further than he would have liked. He's still okay. The red left of the pink may be his next choice.
$45. $46.
Yeah, he's played that nicely. Now he can get on that red just at the bottom of the pack. And when he pots this red, it will certainly release the red just to the right of it. Well, he may be able to bring some
51.
more reds into play now. Yeah, he has done.
52.
Slightly run a little bit further than he would have liked with the cue ball. He's very unlucky there. Oh, he's down very quick. He's unlucky
59.
though. I think that previous shot where he just ran a little bit further with the cue ball, didn't want to go into the pack of reds because there were loose reds available, and that's cost him. That's end the break. But still a nice healthy 59-point lead. Try and get a red safe and try and get that cue ball tight to the ball cushion.
Foul. Dave Gilbert.
Well, he's
59.
spotted a rainbow there.
Mark Allen,
Red,
5.
blue, green, you name it.
And he's left a free ball, would you believe? Oh,
Foul. Free ball. Dave Gilbert.
well, it was very unlucky, wasn't it? I mean, it was a tremendous cut. I didn't even think that cut was possibly on. But to knock the blue in and the green and leave a free ball. Okay, the free ball is not going to be taken, but he's put himself in a really precarious position here, Dave Gilbert.
Yeah, Gilbert knew the trouble he was in when Allen very quickly said, "You can play again."
Oh, this is good. This is really good. Excellent shot. I know this red and cue ball, Phil, are very close together, but there is a possibility that he could pot this, you know, try and get that cue ball just past the left middle pocket. Play it as a shot to nothing. Yeah, he really needed the cue ball over the left-hand side of the table, because the 3 reds around the pink spot would have blocked the path of the cue ball to the red. But the fact that it's close to the yellow now, Dave can pot this red. Slightly awkward cueing because it's the proximity of the yellow, but this is a shot that you just want to make sure of the red in a way. Just play it with top spin and try and get the cue ball as far up the table as possible, possibly for a ball colour here. Didn't want the full ball kiss on the pink. Now does he take the pink on?
If he does, it's a rich dividend for potting it. But of course, if you were to miss, then you are vulnerable, because there's 67 left on.
This is risky. It's a brave shot, but it's risky. It's missable. Oh, well played. Great shot. Took a lot of courage to take that on, Phil.
It did, and that will give him a lot of self-belief. Give him a really warm vibe. So that
8
should be frame 1, and it's a really good response. Allen made to pay for missing a straightforward red right at the start of the frame.
Dave Gilbert 15 and a frame.
And so Mark Allen, with Gilbert at the table, concedes. It's quality stuff, as we predicted. The first 2 frames have been shared. We expected the final to be keenly contested, and that's exactly what's transpiring. Mark Allen winning the first frame with a break of 102. Dave Gilbert, aided by a break of 59 in the second, equalising. So what began as a best of 5 is now distilled to the best of 3.
Yeah, and I think the good thing from Dave Gilbert's point of view, as well as Mark Allen has played, be a good confidence booster for Dave Gilbert, and also just puts that little bit of doubt in Mark Allen's mind that if he does miss and make a mistake, that Dave Gilbert is not going to shirk at the opportunity to win the frame in one visit. Beautiful shot. And I don't think he's covered the pocket with the red, so the black will pot. Yeah, he's just having a quick look at the red at the back of the pack as well. That looks like it will go, so excellent opening red.
9.
In these best of fives, Phil, you know, things can change very, very quickly indeed.
Well, I was just about to say that being a prime example. These pockets, you can hit a lot of the far jaw and they go in. You can hit nothing of the near jaw and they're repelled.
This could be a key shot. There'll be lots of reds being split around the pot. Oh, well, he didn't hit it that hard. I thought he might have
17.
Played it with a bit more pace, maybe screw it off the side cushion. So he's only brought 2 reds out. He's still okay. He's in good position. He just could have been a little bit more aggressive with that last shot on the red.
24. $25.
When you think 10 years ago he came within a match of quitting snooker, relegated from the Pro Tour, at the last chance he got his card back at Q School, the last chance, and look what he's gone on to achieve.
32.
Pot success extremely high. No surprise there. But Gilbert's percentages have just dipped.
Dave Gilbert 32.
Yeah. Let's go back to that red at the bottom of the pack, that he could have been a little bit more forceful with it and might have brought out some more reds. Only brought out 2 and then was struggling for position after that. This is not straightforward, this. Good shot though.
Time. 1.
Now, has he got enough of an angle on this brown to try and go off maybe one cushion just before the right middle pocket and try and career into these reds and try and bring some into play? Too much side spin.
5. Mark Allen 5.
Well, of course he didn't want the double kiss, but in the end, that could have been a whole lot worse, Ken.
Yeah, I think he's been rather fortunate there. Could have left that red on. It is still cuttable, but I'm not quite sure whether Mark will take this on. It's very, very risky. Well, let's see. I think it might be a bit more prudent to play a really telling safety shot here. That's pretty good.
In his 4 previous ranking event finals, Gilbert has succumbed to John Higgins, Mark Williams, Kyron Wilson and Mark Selby. Can he overcome the might of Mark Allen?
Well, is he contemplating a possible plant here into this bottom left-hand corner pocket? He's having a good look at it. I'm not quite sure whether that's on or not. We'll soon find out. It's risky. Oh. What a shot he's played there. And is he on the black? Has he found the gap between the reds to pot the black? I think he has. No. Oh, he's unlucky. I was getting a little bit excited myself there, but a wonderful plant to pick out.
Yeah, the cue ball just had that extra kiss. Killed all pace. Only safety is sensible.
Dave Gilbert 1.
He's played that very nicely indeed. The green is
Thank you, Mark.
blocked. Potting angle of this red down here, so Mark has to hit the extreme right hand side of it. This has got to be a fine one. Oh, nice shot. Well played. That's as well as he could have done there, really.
That was a complete mishit by Gilbert. So to get the cue ball back to where he has, that's a bonus. Yes, a red has been left, but this is no certainty. Mind you, the way Allen's playing, he's making testing pots look as though they're over the pocket, which makes his miss on that very simple opening red in the previous frame all the more surprising.
Yeah, he's actually hit that last shot too well almost. The cue ball has travelled a little bit close for comfort to this left hand side cushion. The blue is still potable. The cue ball may be travelling into a red that's near this top cushion right of the black spot, so stay very still on this particular shot here. Yes, wasn't easy that.
Mark Allen 1.
The only dodgy patch he's had all day was a couple of frames earlier against Beilang Ning. He missed a couple of blues there, and one wasn't his fault, it was a kick. And right now the torrid pace that Allen established in the last group match he played and the first frame of this match, well, it's slowed.
Eight. 9.
2 of those 3 reds, as you can see, are potable into this bottom right corner pocket. He's having a look to see it, or
16.
reds available in either middle pocket. He's got a healthy lead as well. He won't concern himself with the 2 reds below the black. He's just trying to do his calculations.
$17.
I'm sure the bottom red of those 2 will pot into the bottom right hand corner pocket. Well, maybe he's not convinced of it, and that's why he's just tying up the possibility of a red into either middle pocket. Oh, it's not a bad kiss. Didn't intend that, but he'll certainly take it.
24. $25.
You might be looking at, or wondering what Dave is looking at. Well, when he pots the pink, he's a little bit concerned that the pink may go back on its own spot. From our camera angle, Phil, I don't know what you think, but I don't think it does spot. He's having another good look at it. But there may be just enough room. What do you think?
No. But of course the man in charge is Paul Collier.
And this is where you're putting the referee under a little bit of pressure. That's why he's getting the ball marker out to see does it go on. It doesn't, so he'll be relieved.
31.
Never in doubt.
Well done, Phil.
32.
And look at this. Dave Gilbert over the line in this frame.
Yeah, how crucial that miss may prove
37.
to be for Mark Allen, particularly in the second frame, that straightforward red. Dave Gilbert capitalised,
38.
and now his tail is up. One more frame for victory and his first ranking tournament win.
And to end all of those journalistic questions,
45.
when do you think you'll win a ranking title? Well,
Dave
maybe
Gilbert,
it's going to be
45
tonight.
on the frame.
That red doesn't matter. The work in frame 3 was done. Mark Allen made a century in the first frame of this final. Now, though, Dave Gilbert leads 2-1. One more frame for him, and he'll be crowned champion.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. The trophy for the Bet Victor Championship League is tantalisingly
Frame
close
4. Mark Allen to
for
break.
David Gilbert. He needs one more frame to lift it, but he's got scar tissue. He's been within a frame of a ranking title before. They'd come out on the losing side against Mark Williams over in China. The final of the Yushan World Open 2018. He led 9-5 and lost 10-9.
One.
No luck with position. Let me quickly tell you, Group 2 is over now because the match on Table 2 is finished. Ryan Day defeated Chow Yupeng 3-1. So for what it's worth, Gilbert, of course, won the group. That's why he's here. Carter finished second, Day third, Chow fourth. Well judged.
Touching ball.
Now, while we're in this brief impasse, I can also give you the winner of our competition. Remember, it was for 2 VIP hospitality packages to the final of the Champion of Champions in Bolton in November. Mark Allen is the title holder. He will be there. Will Dave Gilbert be there? We don't know yet. What we do know is the lucky winner will be getting the best seat in the house, along with a guest, will be Michael Rollins, because he answered our question correctly. Who's the only player to make a 147 break in the Champion of Champions? Mark Selby. So congratulations to Michael Rollins. Great prize that. Who will the congratulations be going to here?
Foul. Mark Allen 4. Didn't reach, just feathered it. It's not actually a miss because he didn't play a stroke, he's feathered it, otherwise it's not really moved, so.
You saw that stroke being played, but the cue ball didn't reach the red, so foul called. Not much you could do there. He's played away, but he may have put himself in a little bit of trouble there, Mark Allen. He probably might have been better off getting Dave Gilbert to play again. Yeah, well, maybe a possibility of a plant. I'm not quite sure whether Mark Allen's come down to have a look at this. 2 reds at the bottom of the pack. Played a different red. Oh, this is a loose one. What has he left? Is this red on left of the pink? No, I don't think so. Yeah, potential here for Mark Allen. Black is not available, but trying to get back up for blue or brown maybe. Good pot. And he's got a nice angle on the brown here. May try and play and disturb a few reds here. Too bad. He's got a red into the right centre. He's got a red into the bottom right corner. Maybe able to play a deft little cannon on a red and hold for pink into the middle pocket. These are the type of shots he's good at. He's going to hold a nice. Oh, no good. No good this time.
6. Green ball. Mark Allen 6.
Yeah, this was the red we're talking about, Phil, in the second frame after making that wonderful century in the first. He could have gone on to lead 2-0 with keeping his opponent cold, let him off the hook, and it's been all Dave Gilbert since then.
Yeah, we all know you can't pot everything, but when you've been playing such outstanding snooker, missing a ball of that nature comes as a shock to the system.
Now, a nice target for the cue ball would be try and get it up behind the yellow here. Yeah, somewhere around there, behind the yellow and brown. It would block the red that's down the left-hand side of the table near this bottom left-hand corner pocket. It'll bring more reds into play here. It may even open up the black. Oh, hasn't hit that well at all. But he's okay. Hasn't left anything.
The intensity is now at max. You know, Ken, the rankings were introduced in 1976. Since then, only 67 players have won ranking titles. Can Dave Gilbert become the 68th? What an achievement it would be for him. He's an emotional fellow, you know. I think we might see a few tears if he were to lift the trophy.
Yeah, we saw a few tears, didn't we, when he lost in that epic semi-final at the World Championships to John Higgins a couple of years ago. 17-16, led throughout that semi-final, just couldn't get over the line. But he's a class act. He's been knocking on the door for quite some time. He's faced with a difficult shot here. He's got to cover the red over this left-hand corner pocket. And that's a pretty good return. Excellent cue ball. He has left the red for Mark Allen, but it's certainly fraught with a lot of danger. But that's all you want to do in that particular situation. Get the cue ball close to the ball cushion. Even if you have left the pot on, there's pressure on Mark Allen now. If he takes it on and misses it, well, that could cost him this final. He may be forced into taking this red on, Phil, because it's not a straightforward return to balk in a safety shot. So his back's against the wall here. What's he going to do? Is he going to take it on? Big shot this. No, he's refusing it. Doesn't want the double kiss. Oh, and the cue ball looks like it's drifted to the right as we look. And maybe he wished he had taken it on now.
Gilbert just needs to get this cue ball out of the congestion. If he can do that, it's a bona fide chance.
One.
Yeah, really wanted to avoid that red, but it's not too bad. He's still on the blue. If he takes the cue ball anywhere down this right hand side towards those reds below the pink spot, he should be okay.
Yeah, the yellow and the green both being off their spots really helped there, Ken.
Yeah,
Six.
without a doubt. And I think the black is on as well, Phil, into this bottom left hand corner pocket.
Don't know about you, Ken, but I'm nervous for him.
Yeah, the tension is palpable, even in the commentary box here. He's played for the black, and he's on the black.
7.
Just trying to pick a little spot. Not far from where the cue ball is now to hold for the red into the same pocket. He's got to be precise with this cue ball, and he's played it well. And now they're all there for you, Dave. You just got to hold yourself together.
14.
He's never been across the winning line in a ranking final.
15.
This could be his first.
And it would be such a popular victory, akin to Anthony Hamilton a few years ago winning the German Masters. He waited such a lengthy time to get his hands on silverware. Gilbert the same.
Yeah, and knowing the sportsman that Mark Allen is, he'll be
22.
just as delighted for him. He'll be disappointed himself, but he'll be delighted for Dave if he does go on to win this. He's made one little mistake there. He's travelled the cue ball a little bit too far, so bit of tension in the arm. That's what happens. You sometimes overhit the ball or underhit it. That adrenaline, a bit of tension in the back arm.
Cheers. 23.
He's on the black field, but this is not straightforward. He's going to need a little bit of power to try and stun the cue ball off this top cushion, back out for one of these reds. This could be the shot. If he gets this and gets on a red, Phil, I think he could go on and win it. But this could prove to be the big shot. And he's played it very well. That wasn't easy. He made it look easy, but it certainly wasn't.
And even hitting the black into the
30.
thin half of the pocket helped with the cue ball, getting it out there.
$31.
And an exquisitely judged cannon.
He's looking around at every possibility. He's taking his time. Doesn't want to rush things, so don't blame him for that.
$37. $38.
Dubbed together with Jack Lazowski, the best player never to win a world ranking title, or yet to win a world ranking title. Is he about to lose that unwanted distinction?
43.
He's edging closer. 34-point lead. He's going to need 3 reds, 3 colours. Two reds, this one and the one close to the pink, are no problem.
44.
The one thereafter will be. He's still queuing very nicely though, Phil. I mean, he's very, very smooth.
Impressive. He knows the pain of
49.
narrow defeat on the big occasion. That's what he wants to avoid. That's the incentive.
50.
He's not there yet. He's had a little wry smile. He wanted to be high on that black, so 41 points in the lead. Black will be 48, so he's going to need one more red and a colour. Can he take this red away from the left-hand side cushion? Needs to get behind it. It's not over yet.
57.
You just knew it wasn't going to be straightforward.
Sorry, Dave. Dave Gilbert, 57.
It's not the best safety shot. This is last chance saloon, I feel, for Mark Allen. Can he knock this red in? He can. And he's on the pink.
1.
Is there another tale to tell in this final?
Positionally in the middle of nowhere.
6.
Yeah, a bit of a strange one that. I thought he may have played the pink, and pink was the natural angle to get close to the red on the left-hand side cushion. But a big target up towards yellow and green here. Well, he's played it very well. He's got him. But he's knocked the green slightly into a safe position.
Foul. And a miss. Mark Allen 4. Back, yeah.
Gilbert's mouth is dry, understandably so. He knew he was going to play the shot again, but he also knew he had to go back to his chair and just take a sip of that water.
Is that right? Okay.
Well, he certainly got a good line from the first attempt, so he just has to play it a little bit wider and a little bit harder. This looks pretty good. Yeah, well played. Mark Allen would want to free the black up here. Yeah, good shot. Sort of forcing Dave into playing this red off the top cushion. He'll try and knock that up into the bulk area. But he has plenty of points to play with, Mark Allen, should he get another chance. 38 the difference. 51 still remaining.
Pretty clever.
He may attempt this red, you know, up into the top left-hand corner pocket. It's like a free shot. And now Mark Allen, I'm sure, will take this red off the side cushion and have all 3 reds out in the open, and that will put a bit more pressure on his opponent. That was close.
Almost a cheeky one. It's tense now.
Good chance to get the cue ball behind the black here. Try and play a snooker. Looks pretty good with the weight. But he's knocked the green off the cushion. He didn't want that. That was almost a little bit of his insurance gone there. Mark Allen has worked himself into an opportunity. He's got to play one good safety shot, and he may still get a chance to steal the frame here. Ooh.
Foul. And a miss. Dave Gilbert 4.
The reason I say that is because all 3 reds in the open, all colours in the open, nothing safe. So Dave Gilbert will be all too aware of the way the board has presented itself, and he's going to put it back in here. He has to, I think. He's having a look at the possibility of taking this red on, but I think it's very, very risky. He might be on the red next to the green. He's having a good look at it. I don't know, Phil. What would you do? Put him back in?
I would, but if this goes in, it should be it. So it's a real dilemma.
If you can see enough of the red beside the green, the first red that's in front of it may be a guide here. So, and he's got the gap to come bring the cue ball back down towards this end of the table. But if he misses it, that's what can happen. I think maybe putting them back in might have been the better option. Now, what a chance for Mark Allen.
One.
Gilbert has put so much into this frame. Were he to lose it, you have to wonder, given what he's been through in the past, would he be able to muster enough courage, enough steel
Four.
to win the decider?
Yeah, he can hardly look. Mark Allen checking the scoreboards. 43 points remaining, but he's 38 points in arrears, so he needs at least 2 blues with these 2 reds. Brown and pink will be enough as well.
5.
So needs at least a blue with this last red.
10. 11.
The cruelty.
Oh, this is not good, Phil. It's not. It's a little bit short of pace. And that's a huge error from Mark Allen.
16.
Dave Gilbert can hardly watch. Did he make a mistake by not putting Mark Allen back in? He has to play a little cannon when potting this yellow on the brown just to hold the cue ball. This could go wrong. This could go wrong. And it has now.
Mark Allen, 16.
He's been waiting for this pot for 20 years as a professional, Dave Gilbert.
It's not straightforward, Phil. I mean, it's not actually in the jaws of the pocket. It's a very fine cut. He's coming around to have a look at the angle, the cue ball. He doesn't have much control of it, but he only needs this yellow.
Two.
Dave Gilbert has been waiting to exhale. He's not quite there yet. But if the green follows the yellow into that right-hand ball pocket, he most certainly would be.
Five.
A penny for his thoughts. He's been so close so often, but the nearly man no more.
9.
commiserations
14.
to Mark Allen. He's played brilliantly, not just today, but in the tournament as a whole. But hearty congratulations
20 frame
go
match,
to
Dave
the
Gilbert.
angry farmer. Dave Gilbert has won a world ranking tournament at last. The farmer has got a bumper harvest here at the Morningside Arena in Leicester because he's won the Bet Victor Championship League. He's beaten Mark Allen in a memorable final by 3 frames to 1. Well, well, well. The world rankings started in 1976. Dave Gilbert is only the 68th player to win a world ranking tournament, but boy was he made to fight. Mark Allen won the first frame with a break of 102. But then, right at the start of the second frame came the turning point. He had a really good chance early on, surprisingly missed a simple red, and from there it was downhill. Boy, it was tight at the conclusion. But by potting the yellow in the 4th frame, Dave Gilbert did enough. Got over the line and collected a first prize of £33,000. Never again can anyone say he's the finest player yet to win a world ranking title, because he's won one.
Well, what a final that was, and congratulations to both players for some scintillating snooker today and of course over the last 21 days as well. Congratulations particularly to our winner Dave Gilbert. Mark Allen, commiserations to you. Ken's going to have a quick chat with you now.
Yeah, Mark, commiseration. You played so well all day and you started off the final with a wonderful century, that red in the second frame.
Yeah, that turned the whole game really. Started great and then just took it for granted a little bit.
Yeah.
Didn't give the shot the attention it deserved, and sometimes the ball in the game just doesn't forgive you.
Yeah, yeah. And you had a chance, didn't you, in that last frame? You came up a little bit short on the yellow.
Yeah, that type of shot on the blue, I'm just getting a bit more reaction from that cue, and it just come up a bit short. But look, yeah, you can't miss that red in the second frame and deserve to win. So yeah, all credit to Davey, done what he needed to. Yeah, but you've had a great championship. You know, I know you'd be disappointed, but you got a new cue. You've been playing so well with it. Lots to look forward for the rest of the season. Yeah, look, I don't come here to lose, but I'm very positive. I'll take a lot of positives in the next week. I've played some good stuff over the 3 groups that I've been in, so yeah, quietly confident. Yeah, well, listen, commiserations, but best of luck for the rest of the championship and of course the rest of the season. Thanks, Ken. Cheers. Yeah, yeah.
Bad luck again to Mark Allen, but I'm sure the winner, Dave Gilbert, he's waited a good 20 years to get his hands on silverware like this, and I'd love to welcome over here Dave Clayton from the Morningside Arena to present you with the trophy first and foremost. Before I speak to you, I know you're not used to winning, that's what he said without his mic, but there you go, our winner, Dave Clayton. Thank you very much, Dave Clayton, our winner, Dave Gilbert. Dave, I mean, that was just the tensest final frame. How did it feel for you?
Yeah, I felt really good. I got to 50 odd and I knew I needed red colour red. Just overrun for the black and then obviously missed the cannon to try and nudge the last one out, but I still felt calm. I was in control of the frame, and then obviously I played a bit of a shocker on the last red, but I went for it because I thought it's the only bit I can hit. It has to go in, kind of thing, and if I hit it properly I'm going to get the white safe, but I've obviously just got a bit too much side on it, so I don't regret that. Very lucky for once that Mark never cleared up, you know, and left the yellow over the hole, so happy days.
Listen, you've just won your first ever ranking title. How does it feel to get your hands on that?
Yeah, no, I'm only used to like losing speeches, so I don't know quite what to say. So yeah, it's fantastic. It's a great start. Obviously last year was quite tough, so to open up with a win's brilliant. Just want to say thanks to Steve Feeney. You know, he made me carry on a few years ago. He's having a bit of a tough time today, so I just want to wish him all the best, and cheers, mate. Yeah, well done. Yeah, we know you've been working with him the last few years. You've been knocking on the door. You know, to get your hand finally on a trophy, it's a wonderful feeling. Your heart must be racing, and particularly those last few balls as well, Dave. Yeah, obviously I weren't feeling too great when Mark potted the, you know, looked like going 2-all. I don't know what would have happened, but yeah, just relieved now. You know, that's done with. Hopefully I can start playing well again and compete in the other ones too. Yeah, congratulations.
What are you going to do to celebrate?
go home and probably go in the gym in the garage.
What?
That'll be about it. I've got to pick the missus up from Mark Selby's party actually on the way back, so I might go and have a shandy.
Amazing. Listen, your story is phenomenal. 10 years ago, you nearly gave up the game. Are you going to put it down for a sec? Don't put it
I
down.
don't know what
Keep
to
it.
do with it.
No, just leave it there. It's fine. You know, you almost quit, but this is what you were coming for the whole time.
Yeah, I always felt I could do a little bit better. I know I'm never going to be the best player in the world, but I always felt I could just go a bit further and have some bigger moments, you know. So, I'm glad I stuck at it.
Excellent. Listen, you can put your microphone down now.
Thank you.
We will let you pick that trophy up, and we want you to stand at the top of the table and celebrate properly, because I'm delighted. Thank you, Ken Doherty, for your company, by the way, this
Thank you.
week. Commiserations to Mark Allen. But it is my great pleasure to be able to say congratulations to Dave Gilbert. You are the Bet Victor Champions League champion.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
How did the table playing? Was the cushion a bit soft, huh?